Hello and welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast. Here to talk Celtic as usual. I've got John with me tonight. How you doing, John?
You alright, Xander? How's things?
Things are good, John. I'm missing Celtic already, believe it or not. I know it's only been 5 or 6 days. Missing watching the Celtic already. We'll go straight into it, straight into the news. And I'm going to start tonight with the news that Celtic ladies, it's currently 6 o'clock on a Saturday night, and Celtic ladies are playing at 7 o'clock on Celtic TV tonight. Champions League, Vålerenga, another qualifier. So good luck to the Celtic ladies tonight. How do you think they'll get on against Vålerenga tonight, John?
I've got no idea. I've never seen Vålerenga playing, but whereabouts is it?
It's away.
It's away again. Have they got a clue? Because I've never seen the other team. But good luck to the Celtic ladies team. They should be all right. They're quite a capable outfit, the Celtic ladies team, you know.
Yeah, I think the fact that Vålerenga are in the Champions League tells you they must be a half decent team. But I'm the same as you. I've never seen them, so it's on Celtic TV tonight, 7 o'clock. Obviously, this podcast might go out after 7 o'clock, and the result might already be in. But good luck to them anyway. So I'll maybe watch that myself because I'm missing my Celtic fix, and it'll give me something to watch. Maybe yourself, John.
I'll watch that game definitely. It's on Celtic TV, aye.
Aye, it's on Celtic TV, aye.
I'll definitely be taking that in. It's something to watch. There's nothing much else to talk about Celtic-wise, is there?
No, well, there's another few wee things I want to add, but I want to go straight into the international thing. Just now, Scotland played last night. I didn't watch the game myself. I was out and about, couldn't watch it, but good result. Scotland 3, Cyprus 0. No bad.
Aye, it was a good game. Well, wasn't it a good game actually? The second half was pretty tedious, to be honest with you. But the first half was really good. Scotland came flying out the traps, 3-0 up at half time. Performed really well. I'm really impressed with Scotland now, actually. They're playing like a team full of confidence. You feel confident watching them. They're playing really well just now, Scotland. I really enjoyed that game. Well, sorry, the first half anyway. Was pretty good last night. That's Scotland 1-1 away for qualifying,
Is that right? I was going to ask, do you think they will qualify? But if you're saying they're only 1-1 away for qualifying, they've got a great chance then, I would think.
I know Scotland are way ahead at the top of that league. They've played 5 and won 5. So this is the best Scotland have been in years. They're playing really well. You feel confident watching them. But the next game's up against Spain anyway, away from home.
So you can see a Spain one there, I would imagine.
You would imagine, but I thought that at Hampden as well.
I think Spain played yesterday and they put 7 past whoever they were playing. As I say, I don't really follow international football that much, but I know that Spain won 7-1 last night. So that's going to be a tough place to go or to Spain and try and get a win.
I'm looking at the group just now, Xander. So there's 5 teams in the group: Scotland, Spain, Norway, Georgia and Cyprus at the bottom of the league. Scotland are on 15 points out of 5 games. Spain could still finish top of the group, actually. But it'd take a catastrophic collapse for Scotland,
Good luck to them anyway, and if they can qualify early, even better. It's always good to see Scotland in these international tournaments. So good luck to them anyway.
I'm sure the commentator says last night if Norway draw their next game, it meant Scotland could qualify. But I thought only the top team could qualify. Maybe it's if Norway drop points in their next game and Scotland also win their next game, or draw their next game with Spain,
No.
I'm not actually sure, to be honest with you. I just watch Scotland. I don't actually pay attention really to the group that much. All I know is Scotland are flying away at the top of that group.
And long may that continue, John. That's all I can say on it. Moving back to some Celtic stuff, John. Japan are playing Germany tonight also, 7:45 if you're looking for something to watch. Kyogo, Maeda, both involved. How do you think the boys will get on against Germany?
It's obviously just a friendly or something then.
It must be a friendly, aye.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? It's Germany, innit? They didn't have a great World Cup, Germany. But the Japanese team they're a really fast attacking team, you know. It's hard for
Yeah, they're
teams to
good to
live with
watch.
it. When you watch Japan in the World Cup there, they were brilliant. They just look a very capable team, Japan. Will they be too much for the Germans? Who knows? It's just a friendly right enough, so you can't take much of it. But because we've got obviously Maeda and Kyogo, we'll hope for a Japan win.
Aye. And as long as they come back injury free, I'll be happy with that. That's all I'm concerned about. Coming back fully fit, I'll be happy with that.
Aye, of course, aye. Back injury free, that's all you want. I don't really mind what happens in that game at all. It's just a friendly. When you say Japan against Germany, I thought, might watch that instead if it's on. But I think I watched the Celtic ladies team.
There's a choice, isn't it? It's a choice, a couple of games to watch. I watched the Maeda and Kyogo, or watch the Celtic ladies in the Champions League. It's a good choice. Talking about injuries anyway, Abada's injured, isn't he? That's him out for 4 weeks. Abada got injured in international duty with Israel. He got injured in training, a thigh strain. He's out for 4 weeks. That's not the best news you want to hear, is it?
No. The team's depleted as it is already. You don't want to be adding players to that. But a thigh strain, I've had a thigh strain at playing the football. It can take a lot longer than 4 weeks to heal. Depends on the grade of the strain, though, you know. The one I had, I don't know if you remember it.
I remember.
I had a thigh strain for I think it was 3 months. It's a long time anyway. I can't remember because it was quite a few years ago. But it's a really painful thing, you know. You can't kick the ball whatsoever.
The physio and the doctors are saying it could be up to 4 weeks. So I think he's had the scan already, and it's looking like 4 weeks out, which is no what you want to hear. I've got big games coming up, Champions League, etc. Big league games away to Hearts still to come, Hibs away, and we've now got Abada added to the injury list. So it's not great news. It's just it just gets worse. Every time Celtic players go away on international duty, one or two always come back injured.
Aye, it's always the same. But hopefully the other ones that's already injured are on their way back by the time this international break's finished. You know, that's the upside of it.
Well, Hatate, he's back for the weekend. So that's a bit of brighter news, I suppose. Hatate's fit, fully fit, ready for the weekend, and he'll be ready for Feyenoord on Tuesday as well. So welcome back, Hatate, and he'll fit right into the team, I would imagine, John.
Oh, I'd imagine so. I've really missed him, you know. Like I keep saying, Hatate's my favourite player at Celtic. I think he's the most skillful player at Celtic and the most confident looking. I feel he looks confident on the ball. He's got a lot of confidence. He makes me feel confident when he's playing. It's just a big step up in class next to David Turnbull. No offence to David Turnbull, but he ain't no Hatate, is he?
Turnbull is no Hatate, no. Hatate's just not had the chance to settle into the team this season. We need to get him into that team. We need to get him settled and playing well. And if Hatate's playing well, the team will play well.
It's always the same. I've always said that if Hatate comes on the park, you can see the difference in confidence with the team. The whole team seems to shine when Hatate plays.
Yeah.
Because the players obviously know how much a quality player he is, you know. So cause I think that goes right through the team when he's playing.
Yeah. Oh, we're a different animal when he's playing. You know, it's the midfield's totally different. Right now, with Turnbull and O'Reilly together in the midfield, it's slow, it's back the way, it's sideways. With Hatate playing, he's always looking for that killer pass. He's always looking for it. And I think we're a more dynamic team with Hatate in the team.
There's a lot of things I like about Hatate. Obviously, he's got a killer pass on him. He's got a good strike on him, although he hasn't scored for a while. But he's good in there for I don't know how tall Hatate is, but he's not that tall. You know, he's maybe about 5'8", 5'9", running about there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's really good in there. He's strong in there. So he's got everything. Yeah. To me, he's got everything that David Turnbull doesn't possess.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've lost Abada and we've gained Hatate. So we're not really moving forward, are we? But as you say, we need to get these other injured players back as soon as possible, especially with Feyenoord on Tuesday. I think the first game's away. I think it's in Holland. So it's going to be a tough test, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be a very tough test, aye. No, the Dutch league's it's definitely on the up. The Dutch football, I think. So, you're going to need. You've got to hope Carter Vickers at least is back by then as well. You know, we're going to need our top players.
Yeah.
Or our top players in, should I say?
Yeah.
But I don't think Carter Vickers is going to be back for that game.
No, I think it's still going to be another few weeks before. Yeah, central defensive partnership are back. I think it's another 2 or 3 weeks before they're back, so they're definitely going to miss the Feyenoord game anyway. All right, John, we'll move on. Celtic B team against Tranent was cancelled or abandoned today because of the call-ups for the Celtic B players. So just to let people know, the Celtic B team didn't play the day. The game was abandoned. Anything to say on that, John? You just want to move on?
No, I didn't even know they were playing.
Right, okay.
Tranent, I've never even heard Tranent.
Tranent, aye.
I know where Tranent is. I think well, we've got an idea where is it run about Edinburgh area, Tranent, but I didn't even know they had a football team.
Aye, well, first I've heard them as well, to be perfectly honest with you, John. But they were playing Celtic today and it was abandoned. There must have been 1 or 2 of the younger boys away in international duty, so.
All right.
So no game today for the B team. Just wanted to touch on Scott Brown, sacked at Fleetwood after 16 months in charge. Lost his first few games in charge this season. Apparently he was doing well last season, lost his first 2 or 3 games this season and they've sacked him. So what next for Scott Brown, what do you think, John?
Tranent, who knows? Bruni, we all love Bruni, didn't we? It's a shame he's been sacked. He must have been doing a good job down there at Fleetwood because for a new manager, and that's his first job, isn't it?
Aye.
For a new manager, the last 16 months in a job, it's a pretty good innings, that.
He was doing really well. He was done well in the FA Cup, got them quite far in that. Quite a good league position, done no bad in the leagues. Just the start of this season, I think it was 3 games they played and they've lost all 3. So they sacked him. They went with the Hibs manager, actually, the guy that Hibs sacked. Can't remember the guy's name.
The one they just sacked there?
Aye, an English guy.
Aye. I forgot his name as well.
That's how interested we are in Hibs. But he's the new manager. He's replaced Scott Brown. Would you like to see Scott Brown coming back to Celtic in some sort of coaching role, John?
Well, Lee something his name, wasn't this before we go on? Lee something, the Hibs manager. Was it Lee Johnson?
Lee Johnson, that's it. You've got it. Jackpot.
Aye. I just feel a bit fuzzy-minded today, Xander. I can't think of anything like that. Names are slipping my mind today. But Scott Brown back at Celtic, would I have him? Do we need him?
Maybe take him back as under 21 coach or assistant coach, something like that.
Well, like I said, a bit of experience now doing it at Fleetwood. But it would always be a good face to see around Celtic, wouldn't it, Scott Brown?
I'd love to see him back at Celtic, John, in any capacity. It'd just be brilliant to see him at Celtic Park again. That cheeky smile, that, you know, just that character about the place would be brilliant. So I'd love to see Bruni back at Celtic in any capacity, even if he's washing the dishes or making the tea.
Aye, can touch them his wee penny on, aye.
Get him back, that's all I can say. Get him back in some role.
If there was a position anywhere at Celtic from, well, apart from being a T-boy or anything like that, yeah, it'd be good to see him there. And like he says, in some capacity, coaching the youngsters or something. It would be good. Good to see him there.
Aye, okay. I agree. Totally agree with that, John. And moving on slightly. Do you remember the 10 and 60s?
I remember that. Aye.
Sorry, John, you broke up a wee bit there. Well, it's not the 10 and 60s, but Masters football is back tonight, 7 o'clock. That's a third choice I've got to watch tonight. Masters football, 7 o'clock. Celtic are involved. Starts at, as I say, starts at 7 o'clock and it's on the BBC iPlayer. So you'll get to watch that live as well. You into a wee bit of Masters football? Some of the old legends, John? Like Darren Jackson or Simon Donnelly?
No, listen, I watched a wee bit of it last year. I seen the derby, Celtic against Rangers game.
Right.
So I watched that. I can't mind who won now, but I did watch it when it was on. And funnily enough, when I put it on, that's the game that was on. I didn't even know.
Right.
But I just happened to catch it right at the start as well, so I managed to take the whole game in. And Kenny Miller was playing for the Rangers team, and he was the only guy on the whole park that was taking it serious. His face was beetroot red, cursing and swearing and all that, and for all what it means to him, even at that age, you know, how bitter he is. I've no time for that guy. Seeing I see his face, he shouldn't be on these panels like Clyde and all that as a neutral pundit, because he's no neutral.
Well, how many of them are neutral? Let's ask that question. Absolutely none of them.
True. But they were. I think there was a few of their players. They're just taking it too serious. Guys, the Celtic players can't even mind who they were, but just having a laughing and all that about it, you know.
But obviously that's Rangers' only chance of winning anything. It was like us back in the 90s, winning the 10 and 6 was like winning the Champions League.
Aye. I think it finished a draw, actually. I think it finished a draw that game. I think it might have finished 3 each or something like that.
Aye.
Quite a high scoring draw.
I don't know who Celtic have got tonight, but it's on BBC iPlayer if you want to watch it, John. If you've got a choice of that, you've got a choice of the Japan-Germany game, or you've got the Celtic ladies playing in the Champions League. The choice is yours. What are you thinking?
I'll not be watching the Celtic the sevens. I'll not be watching that, I don't think. No. I don't know. Maybe you're talking about it because it is quite good. It's wee groups, you know. Mm-hmm. I think in the Celtic group was Liverpool, Rangers, Celtic. Obviously, I don't know if there's 4 teams in the group because I only watched the one game. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I'll be watching that. I think I'll just take in the Celtic ladies game.
I'm just putting some ideas for the listeners if they want something to watch later tonight. All right, we'll move on. Well, it's just a couple of more things to say. We side issues. Chris Ayer scored a goal for Norway, ex-Celtic player, and a 6-0 win versus Jordan. You didn't like Chris Ayer, did you, John?
No. I was a fan of Chris Ayer.
Oh, were you?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of him in defence, but
I thought you always said it reminded you of the COVID season.
A lot of the players remind me of the COVID season, Xander, but it doesn't mean they're all bad players, you know. But guys like Christie and Armstrong, I just see the thought of them ever coming back to Celtic, man. When I see Ryan Christie, I just think guys like him and that. I suppose you can just point to blame at a couple of players. I think every player at the time was to blame, wasn't they?
Yeah. Now, Chris Ayer always scored the quadruple treble winning penalty, didn't he, in the COVID season?
I was a fan of Chris Ayer in midfield, Xander. No in defence. Don't think he was a great defender. He was all right. I still have him back just now. But in the centre of the park, I thought big Chris Ayer would have made a great captain for Celtic. In the centre of the park, I mean.
Aye.
He was very vocal. He was really good in the centre of the park, Chris Ayer. I don't think he started his career as a defender anyway.
No, he was a midfielder, wasn't he, Chris Ayer?
No, he was a really good midfielder.
Mm-hmm. I think it was Kilmarnock that put him in defence when he was on loan at Kilmarnock, wasn't it?
Aye, but I don't think he was a defender. I think he made quite maybe half decent. He wasn't a great defender, but centre of the park, I think in Scotland he was wasted playing in defence. I thought he'd have been a great captain for Celtic. I always thought that. I thought when I seen him in the centre of the park the few times he did play there, he was always outstanding. Always outstanding.
Mm-hmm. Aye, well, he scored last night anyway for Norway. There's no other injury news for players on international duty. Any other players have scored or anything like that. Nothing to really tell. Anything you want to add, John?
You broke up a wee bit there, but you were talking about the international duty injuries just for a wee second. But no, the only thing I've got to add is Scotland are playing England on the 150th anniversary game at Hampden. I think it's Tuesday it is.
Right.
So that'll be an interesting game to watch.
It's just a friendly, I'd imagine, John.
Aye, well, it's never a friendly with they two, is it? 150th anniversary, Scotland versus England. I think it's the oldest fixture in the world of football.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
good luck to Scotland.
Go on.
On you go, John.
I'm just saying it'll be an interesting game to watch. It always is. Scotland on a high just now. I think Ukraine are beating England just now, or they were beating them.
Oh, were they? Aye, I didn't know that.
Aye.
Oh, they'll turn that round. That'll be a 3 or 4-1 to England, I would imagine.
Do you know, I never watch England games unless I think they've got a chance of getting beat. Never ever watched them. And I never will watch them. So the World Cup games I always watch until they score and then I switch it kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm the same with England and Rangers. If I think Rangers have got a chance of getting beat, I'll watch it. And if I think England's got a chance of getting beat, I'll watch it.
Aye, I'm the exact same, John. If England are playing, say, a Germany or a France, I'll watch it. If they're playing Belarus or something like that, no offence to MD for Belarus, but if they're playing teams like that, I'm not going to. I don't even look at the score. You know.
Well, the score the new England and Ukraine is 1 each.
That's what I'm saying. That'll finish about 3-4-1 to England. I don't know how long's gone in the game or whatever, but I just know that England will eventually turn that round and win it. That's what always happens in these games.
There's 75 minutes gone.
All right, so I'll say 2-1 then.
And it's 1 each.
Yeah, but I think they've already qualified anyway. They're the same as Scotland. They're sitting at the top of their group, aren't they?
England always qualify. They've got a really good team. But I was just thinking about the game on, I think it's Tuesday at Hampden. Just England will know come up here to make that a friendly, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll maybe watch that. You know, as I say, I don't really watch international games that often. But if Scotland are playing England, I'll keep a wee eye on it. As long as McGregor, etc., and Taylor, whoever else is on international duty, come back injury-free, I'll be happy. That's what I'm concerned about, John.
Oh, that's the biggest concern, aye. But it's always good to have wee games to watch while the league's on a break, you know.
Aye, something to watch.
I was watching McGregor last night for Scotland. Obviously, he had a great game again, Callum McGregor.
Did he?
Aye, played really well last night. First half, I think the second half they were just past that about Scotland. It was really monotonous. The second half of that game last night. But wee Calmac had a good game last night. I thought the whole Scotland team played really well last night, but I'm not really that. I don't keep an eye on the rest of the players. John McGinn getting his goal again. Wee McGinn, I think that's 17 goals he's had for Scotland. That's not a bad return for a midfielder, is it?
It's good statistics, isn't it? He's doing well for Scotland, McGinn. He must be getting close to one of the high scorers for Scotland, in fact, with numbers like that, because he's still a young boy, isn't he? Still, 25, 26?
I've no idea how old John McGinn is, but we missed a trick there with John McGinn, didn't we?
Oh, I sure did. Aye. He should be a Celtic player, really, John McGinn. But we still won the treble without him. We still won the double the season before without him. life moves on, I suppose. Looking forward to next week. We'll do another podcast on Wednesday and we'll review the Celtic against Dundee game and we'll have a wee look back on the international games between now and Tuesday. You up for that, John? A wee podcast on Wednesday?
Aye, always good to do a wee podcast.
And we'll just look back on some of the international results for today through to Tuesday. And as I said, we will look forward to Celtic's game against Dundee at Celtic Park on Saturday. So thanks for joining me, John. I really appreciate that again. It's always good to talk to you and listen to you. Thanks for that.
Aye, always good to speak to you, Xander.
And I'll catch you on Wednesday, okay, buddy?
Okay, mate. See you soon.
Right. See you soon. Hail, hail, buddy.
Hail, hail.